In this video, we're going to talk about what to do and what to expect if you're involved in an accident with a bus. Whether you're a passenger on a bus or you're driving your own car or you're a pedestrian and you're hit by a bus. My name is Michael Karns. I'm one of the founding partners here at Karns and Karns. I've been a personal injury lawyer for over 2 decades, and let's get into it. First thing you need to understand about accidents involving buses. The forces at work are oftentimes extreme. That bus is a big piece of equipment. It weighs a lot, and we all remember Newton's law, force equals mass times acceleration. If that bus is moving just a little bit, there's so much mass there that the forces at work, if that bus hits you or rear ends you while you're driving your car or hits you and you're a pedestrian crossing the street, the forces are going to be extreme. And that's going to lead to potentially very serious or sometimes even catastrophic injuries, broken bones, traumatic brain injuries, amputations, or the like. If you're a passenger on a bus and the bus driver does something wrong which causes you to be injured, or if you're a driver of another vehicle or a pedestrian walking along the street and the driver of the bus does something negligent, causes you to be injured, the second thing to keep in mind, and this is very important, a lot of the buses out there are owned and operated by some sort of governmental entity. It'll either be a city bus or run by the county. Metro is a common term in a lot of places. MTA is a common term in a lot of places. These buses that are run by governmental entities, you only have a very short period of time in which to make a claim, to formally notice your claim against that governmental entity. In California, that deadline is just 6 months from the date of the accident. You need to act quickly, and you need to have someone on your side, a professional, a lawyer, who knows how to do that, how to make that governmental claim, and how to make it correctly. Because if you mess it up, if you screw it up, or if you miss the deadline, you will be forever barred from making your claim against the governmental entity, against that responsible party. And you'll recover nothing, no matter how catastrophically you may be injured, no matter how negligent the bus driver may have been. If you don't follow the rules for making a governmental claim, you will be barred from recovering anything. So keep that in mind and call a lawyer's office as quickly as possible. Specifically, call Karns and Karns, because we know what we're doing with respect to making the governmental claim. The third thing to be aware of when dealing with a bus accident, especially one that involves a governmental entity, is you will not be able to get an adjuster on the phone. Most bus companies or governmental entities that operate the bus, they don't have standard adjusters the same way that you might call an adjuster from State Farm or Allstate or AAA. They have claims adjusters that are independent third-party claims adjusters. You can't find the phone number, you don't know who to call, and you oftentimes don't have any information about the bus except that it was owned by such and such county or such and such city. You try calling City Hall or the County Board of Supervisors, you're going to get nowhere. So where do you start? That's a problem. What if your car is damaged and you can't drive it? It's sitting in the tow yard and the bus was at fault, and you know the bus company or the governmental entity should be the ones paying to fix your car. How do you get that claim started to get your car fixed? Be aware that you're going to have a real hard time doing that without some professional help. If you are involved in an accident with a bus, there's a few things you got to do right away just to watch out for yourself. First, do a self-assessment. Are you okay? Are you injured? Is anything broken? Is anything hurting? Get to the side of the road if you can. Call 911. Get the police out to the scene. You're going to want a formal police report. Even if the bus driver takes full responsibility, even if everybody knows exactly what happened, you're still going to want that documented by the police in a formal police report. And the only way to do that is to call the police and have them come out and take that report, do that report. So do that. Call 911. If you're injured, get medical help. Again, ask that 911 operator to send an ambulance so that you can be examined, or if you need to be transported to an emergency room, the ambulance can do that. Take lots of pictures. If you're able to take pictures, for us, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It helps us down the road with the accident reconstruction, proving fault, proving the forces that were at work in the accident so that we can prove causation of the injuries. We're claiming that you're injured. The defense will try to say, oh, there's no way that they were injured that way from this accident. If we have a lot of pictures of the damage to the bus, the damage to the vehicles, the debris on the street, what the street looks like, where the sun was, what color the light was, et cetera, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It helps us reconstruct what happened and tell that that story. So take pictures, wide angle pictures, close up pictures. The more pictures you can take, the better. I will never say that you sent me too many photos. I promise. There's no such thing as too many photos. The last thing is, of course, call a lawyer, call Karns and Karns. With these bus accident claims and cases, you need someone on your side who understands the intricacies of how it works. Everything from making the government claim to getting you the treatment you need so that you can get healthy and so that we can build that case, that piece of the story, that piece of the picture for a jury, and then ultimately hiring experts and trying that case in front of a jury if the need arises, if we get to that point. So again, call a lawyer, call Karns and Karns. We can help with that.